Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. So today I'm here with another dream. In this dream, I was at a friend's house spending the night, and this person had a family member that kept trying to slide up in my bed and mess with me, knowing good and well that they was married and having every intention of showing their wife off the next day. Okay, the scripture comes from 2 Samuel 22:10. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew. He soared on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his canopy around him, the dark rain clouds of the sky. Out of the brightness of his presence, bolts of lightning blazed forth. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot his arrows and scattered the enemy. With great bolts of lightning, he routed them. The valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth lay bare. At the rebuke of the Lord, at the blast of breath from his nostrils, he reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. So here's the message for somebody. I just feel like this is someone that was put in a messed up situation. This is somebody that was in a situation where they were around somebody lustful husband. Okay, this is a lustful man that instead of going and being with their wife, they insisted on trying to have their cake and eat it too. And whoever this person was, I just feel like this person felt like used and they felt disrespected. And it may have been a situation. I'm being reminded of this movie that I watched where um the man, I think it's called Nika. But the man, he was like he was over the property. So him and his wife owned the property where this woman was renting out an apartment, and she was late on her rent, and he was trying to push himself up on her. And you know, he was doing this, and he was basically saying, if you not finna do nothing with me, then you gotta go. And this is somebody that was in a position to where they were being treated like, if they like a piece of meat. They were being treated like, if you don't do what I'm asking you to, then you up out of here. If you don't do what I'm asking, just deal with it. And you know, just like I said, this is a man, this person's intentions fully were to use this person, and then you know, go and cascade their wife around, and you know, expecting them not to say anything. They better not do anything, and they better just deal with it. God said he is seeking vengeance against them. He is coming against them. It is not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. You know, and in a sense, this is not even, you know, this is not fully consensual, because this is someone that is put in a position where they have no choice. This is like the treatment of slaves, okay? To be like as quiet as it's kept. This is how slaves were treated. God says, you're it's not right for you to be treated this way. And it's not right for you to have to deal with this. Now, you know, and on another hand, this is the kind of situation, maybe you don't need to spend the night over there. That lets you know that you don't need to stay there. That lets you know you need to find somewhere else to live. If you are in a position where someone is treating you this way. And you know, like I understand from a standpoint, like in this dream, it was kind of a one night type thing. And you know, me personally, like, especially in the times that we in now, if something like that is going on, get you an Uber and go on home. Okay. If something like that is going on, you know, even if you are in a position to where you're in a different city, you could easily catch you an Uber to the airport, bus station, whatever, and just sleep there until it's time for you to go. I just feel like there are other ways around this. There are other ways, just like the saying, it's more than one way to with a cat. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like God is saying that you don't just got to sit there and deal with it. You don't just got to be there. If you are in a position where you're in someone else's house and you kind of they're trying to corner you off and make you feel like you have no choice, God is saying, you do have a choice. You do have a choice. God will make a way out of no way for you. If it's a situation like that, baby, I'm being reminded of when I came home. Baby, that truck, like one of the wheels, two of the wheels was missing lug nuts. Okay, barely on there. The engine, I don't even know how it lasted as long as it did. I don't know. And that truck, like, it started putting right outside the city where I had to catch my bus. And it just started putting. And I was like, I didn't even know what was going. I got to the mechanic. Mechanic was like, how in the world did you make it all the way over here? It don't even make no sense. But God will make a way out of no way for you to get out of any kind of messed up situation. God will make a way out of no way for you to get from where he don't want you to be to where he wants you to be. Even if it was where he wanted you to be for a certain amount of time. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, even if it's a situation where this place may have served a purpose in the past, I feel like this is a time period for you where it's time to go. This is a time period for you where it has served this course. This is a time period for you where it's time to move on. And that is okay. It's okay. It's okay. You ain't just got to sit there. You ain't just got to be there. You ain't just got to be around. And in reality, it's like, I'm trying to say this in a way where, because I feel like this person should not be shamed for being forced into doing anything. And at the same time, if you feel like you being around is doing, I just feel like the easiest, the biggest way to solve this problem is to leave. Which is what happened in the dream I left. Why would I sit around and deal with that? Why would I sit around? You don't want to put yourself in a position to where someone is feeling like you being disrespectful in their house. And at the same time, it shouldn't be a situation where just because you in their house, you have to be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Just leave. Just go. You don't have to stay there. There are hotels. You can go to a hotel, or you can go to, like I said, if you are out of town somewhere, you were supposed to be on vacation visiting your friend or whatever, let them know, and you don't want to let them know what's going on because you don't want to mess up their marriage. You don't want to go get a hotel. Okay, if it's a situation where the husband is acting up and the husband, that's fine, go to the airport. You can go to the airport early. Some of these airports have hotels connected to the airport. Some of the airports have little lounges and things where you can go in there and you can get you a little room and you can sleep. It's like, I just feel like God is saying that you ain't just got to sit there and deal with it. You ain't got to sit there and deal with it. And this is somebody you're trying to maintain peace. But at the same time, you are recognizing that this person is trying to mistreat you. And I'm here to tell you that you do not deserve to be mistreated. You do not deserve to be put in a position to where someone is trying to make you feel like they are entitled to you. And they not. Just because you are spending the night there does not mean that they are entitled to you. Just because you happen to be in the vicinity, you in the area, you in the midst, does not mean that you are entitled to do anything to or with them. Just because you are laying, and I just feel like this is like someone that just because they are allowing you to spend the night there and you in the guest room, that they should be able to go and slide in the guest room while you in it. No, that don't make sense. No. And if they got them kind of rules going on, and you know what I'm saying, then maybe it's not best for you to stay there. That's just like when you're looking for a hotel and you find out that the hotel got some crazy rules, you'll be like, no, well, I'm not going to stay at that hotel. If the hotel got rules to where their employees are allowed to go and open people are in there sleeping, and they going through the room, they unlocking the door, and they coming in there, barging in the room, and they going through people's stuff, and they taking what they know. I'm not gonna stay at that hotel. I think I'm gonna stay somewhere else. And I just feel like that's for you. God is saying, if you find out things like this is going on, then you don't got to stay there. No, you ain't got to stay there. You can go and stay somewhere else. And, maybe it's a situation where you thought that it was meant for you to live in this place. Maybe it's a city or a town or whatever. And you were thinking that, it was meant for you. Maybe God is actually trying to push you away from there. Maybe God is literally trying to push you to another place. Maybe God is pushing you to a different location. This is a message for somebody. And you are feeling like you don't know where to go. And maybe you in a town and you feel like it ain't no hotels. Maybe God is trying to get you up out of that town. Maybe God is trying to move you away from there. I just feel like this is a situation where someone is feeling like they are being used. And God is saying that no, he does not intend for you to be used. No, God is not intended for you to feel as though you are less than. This is somebody that's trying to treat you as if you are like this is just like I said, like side pieces get treated better than this. This is not like this is like how a slave master would treat a slave. And this is how somebody is feeling. Somebody is feeling this way. Somebody is going through this. God said, it's not meant for you to go through that. It's not meant for you to go through that. I just feel like regardless if you gotta go and live with a family member, it's better to live with a family member than to deal with somebody that's treating you that way. Even if you it's okay. It's okay. And you shouldn't feel as though, I just feel like this is somebody you feel as though if you go and you have to live with a family member, then you will have to say that you failed at something. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's okay if you didn't do well at whatever it is that you would do. It's okay if something happened. And in this situation, it's not even a point of the matter of you failing. It's a point of a matter that you were being mistreated. You could always try again at whatever it is that you're doing, but you can do it on your own accord. Get your own house. And then you won't have to deal with nobody trying to tell you that these are their rules. And this is how you have to just deal with this. I just feel like this is something you're going to be in a depressed state regardless. You're going to be sad regardless if you stay and you deal with nonsense, or if you leave and you go and you have to, go ahead and swallow your pride and say that something happened. It's okay. But this is a situation of what you are going to be okay with. Because I know me, after that dream, I was like, no. So I don't know who this for and who going through this. But, you should not have to, just because you are visiting somebody does not mean that you should have to be subjected to all kind of mistreatment now. Just because you are visiting somebody does not mean that it's okay for whoever. Like I said, this was a dream where I was visiting a friend and a friend's husband was trying to creep in the room. Nah, I'm going to go home. I don't want to know. You shouldn't have just because I'm over here at your house don't mean that my legs is open to you, sir. No, thank you. And this is for somebody nah. Just because you visiting your friend don't mean that it's that kind of party. And then, once again, I'm going to say as quiet as it's kept, it feel like this is a situation where this person, the wife or the friend, whoever it is that you visit, they don't even know that this person is trying to do this here. God said you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with that. If this man feel like that's what have to be going on in his house and his house have these rules, he should have said that when you first came. Not wait until nighttime and his wife sleep and now he's trying to go around it. And nah. And for somebody, I feel like you're trying to keep the peace, but maybe you need to tell the wife. Tell her. Because this is a situation where it's not fair that you should be subjected to this here. It's not fair that you should have to deal with this here. It's not fair. And I know me personally, if it was this kind of situation going on and my husband was trying to creep around on me while I'm sleeping, baby, it'll be some problems. It'll be some problems. It'll be trouble. Okay. No, we not finna deal with that. No. And I just feel like this is someone they're trying to, and that's just what happened in the movie that I was talking about. The wife found out, the wife acted a fool. Like, nah. And I think that might have been a different movie too. It happened in more than one movie. But in the other movie, the wife found out and she threw him out. Okay? No. No, 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 no. That's not, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's not fair for you to be, regardless if you renting a place out, if this somebody they paying rent, or if this is somebody that is just staying with a friend, or if this is somebody you visited a friend, whatever it is that you doing, and this friend, they spouse, is trying to come up with new rules out of nowhere, and now all of a sudden you didn't got comfortable, and now all of a sudden you got to do this, that, and the third in order to stay. No, God said either you can go ahead and find you somewhere else to stay. You can let the truth be told. Okay, tell the truth. Hold on. The valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth laid before at the rebuke of the Lord, at the blast of breath from his nostrils. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay? Because this is something where the friend is going to be curious as to why you left. Okay? And you can either go ahead and tell them, or you can tell them you don't want to tell them. But in any case, you don't have to just sit there and deal with it. You sitting there and dealing with it, you sitting there and just being like, okay, I guess this is just what I gotta do. That means that you are consensual. That means you're okay with it. And if you are not okay with it, then you would either go ahead and you go about your business, or you would go ahead and let the person know what, like, this is something like you should open your mouth and speak. You should open your mouth and speak, because 9 out of 10, whoever this wife is not okay with this. And she has, even if you feel like you don't have the authority to say anything, she does. Even if you feel like your voice would not be heard, if you tell how you feel, she can. Okay. And I just feel like this is God saying that this is somebody you in this kind of position to where you are feeling like you don't know what to do. God is saying, go ahead and either go ahead and speak up for yourself, or you go ahead and go about your business. Like, you don't have to stay there. You could go and live somewhere else. You could go and visit somewhere. You don't have to be at their house to visit with them. You can stay at a hotel. You don't have to stay inside the house to visit with somebody. And and that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.